Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle and this is a word of caution regarding watching pick a card love readings. So while there is nothing inherently wrong with wanting to know where you stand with the love interest on your mind, the reason why you're wanting to know where you stand with them matters greatly, as it can greatly impact your mental and emotional well-being. So a very good question to ask yourself when it comes to why you're watching pick a card love readings is, am I simply curious or am I actually clinging? Holding on to hope isn't always a good thing, especially if it's keeping you stuck in limerence or in codependence. The last thing I want to do is to enable limerence and codependence with the content that I create. I want to help you create a life in which you're truly thriving, not keep you stuck in survival mode. And I know how it all works because I've been there. So this is where grace, knowledge, understanding, and compassion come in. It's okay if the only way you're able to self-soothe in this moment is by way of participating in coping mechanisms, distractions, and the like. As long as you're also doing yourself a favor by learning how to heal the wounding that has been fueling any limerence and or codependent patterns that you might have. My promise to you is that as you heal the wounding, your dependency on your SP, which means specific person, aka the person on your mind, or your ex, will begin to dissolve naturally, to the point where you're not even curious about what they're thinking and how they're feeling about you anymore. I know this to be true from personal experience. When you're ready to start healing the wounding, I have some amazing resources to get you going. My personal recommendation is to start with 2 videos, how to stop manifesting separation, and then the other one is called Releasing the Wants. Both videos will be linked in the description box below. My heart is always with you guys, and with that I bid you more happy viewing. Love, Michelle. Hey Pile 1, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Michelle. We're doing a pick a card love reading. We're tapping in and channeling your person's true and honest thoughts and feelings towards you and the connection at this point in time. So just keep in mind, you guys, it's a general reading. Whatever resonates, take it, run with it. If something isn't resonating, just drop it, leave it for whomever it might be resonating for. I do have personal readings available if you would like for me to tap exclusively into the energy of you and your person's connection. All the booking details are listed in the description box below. Many of them are many of the readings are $25. I do have this reading available under the specific person called Thoughts and Feelings for $25 if you would like for me to provide this reading for you personally. Okay, so pile 1, we're going to get right into it. You guys are drawn to the rough Amazonite stone. I am hearing something about communication, but holding back until they figure out exactly what it is that they're wanting to say. So there might be some confusion. I'm hearing something too about a lot of stops and starts in the connection itself. Let's see. We have, what is this? The new moon in Aquarius. This is bring love into the situation, but it's showing up in the reverse. Okay. We also have heartbreak also showing up in the reverse. There's some things that your person is not, for whatever reason, wanting to, not wanting to face when it comes to this connection. Let me get an overall vibe of what's going on here. Before we get into it. Okay, pile 1's person, your honest thoughts, and God, everything's coming up in the reverse. Let's get one more. Okay. I'm hearing they're just kind of doing their own thing right now. Okay, yeah. So there's still love and there's still feelings here, and it looks like your person might be kind of hanging back until there's something that they're wanting to figure out, or something that they need to gain, that they're needing to gain a perspective on. It's not necessarily that they're done with this connection, but it feels like Yeah, and they're watching you too, like on social media. We have heart with a key here that says welcoming love, meeting the one, opening your heart, getting together, and perfect. It's like they're waiting for the right time, okay, with sunglasses here. Watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, and focusing out. Focusing out is also bringing you back to these two cards over here where it talks about heartbreak in the reverse. It's like they're not trying to. If there's a lesson that they're supposed to be learning, what I'm hearing is they're not learning it, okay? And that almost feels like on purpose. That almost feels like it's, they're doing that on purpose, like it's something consciously that they're doing. But we'll get into it. I'm not necessarily picking up energies here where, let's see, oh yeah, and so you guys know we have paradise, but it's showing up in the reverse. It says happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other is showing up in the reverse though, and then we have engagement ring with engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, and union. Some of you are wanting something more like some of you are wanting a commitment from this person. I'm hearing they're not entirely opposed to it, but there is some resistance when it comes to that, okay? Let's get in and find out what's going on with their honest thoughts and feelings towards you guys. Pile one's person. Alright, pile one's person, your honest thoughts and feelings towards pile. Well, pile one. Okay. Yeah, first card out says still battling addiction and inner demons. Okay, that's, and I was kind of hearing like it's not, your person's not out here, and this is what they're saying, pile one, I'm not out here just having a good old time and just living it up. It's not, they're saying that they're not hanging back because they're playing the field and they're having fun dating or anything like that. They are trying to get a handle on something. So far, there doesn't seem to be any active healing going on. Like I said, I was already picking up on your person. Like if they're supposed to be learning some kind of a lesson or, something like that, it's like, I don't feel yet where they're getting it, okay? Yeah, and then it says still battling addiction and inner demons. Your person they might be numbing out right now by way of, some kind of substance abuse. They might be partying too much. But what they're saying is, and even if they are partying, they're saying that it's not like they're having a lot of fun. It's like they're doing it almost to numb out. Okay. So yeah, if they're supposed to be learning a lesson, or if they're supposed to be healing, or if they're supposed to be allowing themselves to feel the feelings or the impact that maybe the absence that you are having, the absence of you, right? The impact that is having on them. It's like they're not getting it because they're actively, and I feel like a lot of them might be doing this on purpose. They're trying to numb it out, okay? Let's get more. Oh, all right, hold on. I got one more. Let me tell you what's going on. Yeah, your person. Okay, so your person's inner demon, and what's at the bottom of the deck, it says I am ready, but it's at the bottom of the deck, so we'll see what's going on. Okay, on the board we have still battling addiction and inner demons. We also have I don't or I didn't appreciate what I found in you. We also have here I want to be more than friends. Okay, so for those of you with that card, that just means they want sex involved, right? They don't just want to be a platonic friend. They want to be more than that. We'll see if romance, romance, affection, relationship and stuff, that's what that means. It's like, they don't want to just be, they don't want to be friend zoned, okay? Especially if they have already gone there with you, if you guys have taken it beyond friends, beyond the friend zone, they don't want to go back. Meaning they don't, they don't just want to be your friend. All right, pile one. Wandering eye plus attention whore. This is I crave validation and attention from third parties. That might be one of the inner demons that your person, or addiction that they are, that they're battling with at this time. Okay. Craving validation and attention from third parties, that can be, that can be an addiction. I'm seeing examples of, somebody being on multiple like dating apps and just swiping and swiping and, like mindless, right? Not necessarily on dating apps looking for like their next love or their next profound relationship or anything like that. They're needing validation, right? Craving attention, needing that hit of dopamine. We also have relenting because you keep pressuring me, not because it's what I want. And then we also have not for the foreseeable future, but we also have I'm ready showing up at the back of the deck. Okay, so this largely feels like your person's just doing their own thing when it comes to you and to this connection. You guys are more than likely in separation, not talking a lot. You may have walked away, pile one, because this person was not showing up in the way that you wanted them to. And I'll be honest, from what I'm seeing in the spread, there doesn't look like your person's going to be possibly changing their mind about that anytime soon. It almost feels like they're running away from it. If you are wanting commitment, and that is something that you told your person, like you need it to be something more, you need it to be something more substantial, in the energy that they're in right now, they don't want it. They don't want commitment. They don't want to be, bound to one person. They do have some kind of a void within them that drives them to seek out attention and validation from third parties. Okay, and until they heal that addiction, that inner demon, okay, that void, it's going to be an issue. And I almost feel like your person knows that. I'm hearing them say they're better off single, okay? And they're saying if they were to, now I do want to say there is an eye here with you towards the future, okay? They can see it, but they're having a hard time connecting to it because of this craving that they have for validation and attention from third parties. They know that, the potential is there between the two of you for you guys to possibly have something very committed, very stable, possibly even happy. But we do have Paradise showing up in the reverse. See, your person's getting in their own way. They're getting in their own way. And with bringing, over here we have bring love into the situation. We have that in the reverse. Your person's not wanting to do that. Okay? There's a level of vulnerability and authenticity that is required when you come into a relationship with somebody where it's committed and it's exclusive. Monogamous doesn't necessarily have to be just exclusive to monogamy, but that's largely what, when you think about monogamy, open relationships, polygamy, and stuff like that. Now, I will say that is kind of carrying I'm picking up on a lot of monogamy because I have a feeling, I don't know, some of you, if you were to be open with an open relationship, at least sexually, or you know what I mean, they probably would be a little bit more, yeah, I'm hearing no though. Yeah, it's not what you're interested in, because your person does have this craving and this need for attention and validation from third parties stemming from some kind of a wound, okay, some kind of a wounding. But they are watching you, pile one. Okay, they're watching you. They are feeling into like union with you because we do have engagement ring here and it is showing up in the upright position. Not picking up on engagement, right? This says completion and union. So, I mean, they do, and it even says partnership and commitment, all right? What that's showing me is that, especially because we do have paradise in the reverse, it's like if they were going to do it with anybody, it would be you. Okay, if they were going to commit to anybody, get serious with anybody, settle down with anybody, it would be you. And your person knows they have some shit that they need to work through, but I'm not picking up where they're actually working through anything. Okay, let's do some clarifying. Tell me more about, I don't know. It says, I didn't appreciate what I found in you. Oh, we were talking about relenting because you keep pressuring me, not because it's what I want. I have a feeling that you know that. That's why you stepped back. You're not pressuring your person for a relationship. You're not pressuring your person for a commitment because you know that that would backfire. And your person is acknowledging that. Like, the only reason, like, if they were to commit to you right now, it would be out of pressure. It would be out of feeling like they're obligated to. It wouldn't be because it's something that they're wanting to do. It's, you see what I'm saying? Let's see. Tell me more about didn't appreciate what I found in you. This is telling me, pile one, that they know. They can see the potential of, your guys' close bond. Let me find out, though. Your person may know that they found something very unique and special in terms of your guys' actual connection, your guys' bond, but they're not recognizing it as such, because there might be a thing here with your person where in order for them to, do that, let me look. Tell me more about didn't appreciate what I found in you. Oh yeah. King of Wands in the reverse. Clarify King of Wands in the reverse. Oh man, this sucks. For them. I mean, it sucks for you as well. So we have the King of Wands in the reverse. We also have the Three of Cups, okay? This is talking about you. And so what this is telling me is your person, they're out doing whatever it is they're doing, okay? I'm going to keep it 100. They might be, okay? They might be entertaining other romantic interests, because I told you I saw somebody just kind of mindlessly swiping on social media. Now, whether or not they're actually meeting up with people, because I am picking up on somebody that might be partying, because you can grab attention from people just by getting likes on social media. So, some of you, your person isn't really actively out there just playing the field and stuff like that, because I did pick up on that too. But I mean, for a lot of people, even just the act of being on a dating app and swiping on social media and just mindlessly chatting with people, even though it's solely just because they're needing, attention and validation and stuff. I mean, that it's still, a lot of people consider that to be just as bad as if they were actually meeting up in person, right? So I'm going to keep it 100. That is going on for some of you. What this is saying, though, is that whatever company they might be keeping, whether it's just strictly digital messaging, whatever, or even if they are meeting up and actually partying with people and stuff like that, it's like they'd have a better time with you. With this Three of Cups here, whatever it is they're doing with other people, it's like if they would do that same thing with you, it's like they'd have more fun. They have more fun with you. It's more genuine with you. If they would party with you, they'd actually get something from it, right? But that's coming from a place of like a genuine bond, a genuine connection, really liking you as a person, but they're not appreciating that. This is all conscious. Your person knows this. Your person knows they get something out of communicating with you that they don't get from other people. They get something out of spending time with you that they don't get from other people. You see what I'm saying? And so They're definitely not given that you in this connection, and even themselves, the energy that you and the connection and that they, if they were an active part in this connection, actually deserve. They're not only shortchanging you in the connection, they're actually shortchanging themselves. With the Three of Pentacles at the back of the deck, like they don't appreciate, right? And they're not acknowledging, they're not giving you in this connection, you know, the flowers that it deserves. You know, like the two of you could really build something, you know, fun and beautiful together. Tell me more about still battling addiction and inner demons. Oh, wow. That's where a lot of their energy is going, because now we have the King of Wands in the upright position. That's where all, okay, so they're not going to be a King of Wands with you. I'm not going to say they're not going to, but they're not. Currently they're not, because they were showing up as the King of Wands in the reverse. And they're not showing up that way with you. They are showing up that way, though, with battling addiction and inner demons. And if this has anything to do with wandering eye and attention whore, then they're being that with other people, not with you. They're not giving you in the connection, the attention, and the validation that it deserves, the acknowledgement, the flowers that it deserves. So this is letting me know that, yeah, their energy is, I don't want to say it's going to the wrong place, but it's being misused. Because they're never going to get out of, you know, whatever the addiction and the inner demon is that they could get from you. This is, you're authentic, right? What they have with you is authentic. Anything that is being born out of them being, you know, in addiction and battling inner demons and just look, you know, the void is never going to be, it's not going to be authentic. This actually is, you know, not a good sign for your person. Let me see some more. Tell me more about still battling addiction and inner demons. Again, yeah, that King of Wands in the upright position, again, that's it. That's where their energy's going. Everything that they should be doing with you, the care that they should be putting into the bond and the connection and the energy and the action that they should be taking to build something with you, it's being so it's being funneled over to, you know, still battling addiction and inner demons, which I have a feeling, yes, it's partying, substance abuse, but it's also wandering eye and attention whore, needing and craving validation, okay, from external sources. And there's no healing going on here. None. They're getting something from, you know, the addiction or the inner demon. And that's the void, right? That's being, see, the void is getting something from, you know, your person funneling all their energy into the addiction or the inner demon or the void that the void isn't able to get from just, you know, you and their bond with you alone. Tell me more about not for the foreseeable future, and then we will close your reading. Tell me more about not for the foreseeable future. I am hearing them say that they will reach out and contact you when they're ready. They're just not ready right now, okay? All of their energy is completely being sucked up by, you know, this energy over here of battling addiction and inner demons. If they're supposed to be, right, in your mind, pile one, if they're supposed to be, you know, feeling the impact of your absence and, you know, the impact of, you know, no contact or no communication with you, I'll be honest, they're not feeling it, because they are funneling all of their energy into, you know, trying to fill a void. Not for the foreseeable future. Tell me about that. Oh, yeah. King of Wands in the upright again. They don't know, or at this point in time, there doesn't seem to be an end in sight as to when they're going to be using this King of Wands energy. I don't want to say appropriately, but it is what it is. It's, you know, it's not going to be for the foreseeable future that they're going to redirect this energy from, you know, battling this addiction and inner demons, you know, onto you, into this connection and being a King of Wands for you and for the connection. They're lost in addiction and inner demons right now. Okay, they're lost in the void right now, which can include, and very likely does, because it is here on the board, right, does include seeking attention and validation from third parties. Okay, all right, pile one, that was your reading. Thank you for hanging out with me again today. If this resonated, do me a favor, if you would, smash the like button for me. It's a wonderful way to energetically donate to the channel. Comment below. Let me know that you picked this pile. Let me know how it resonated with you. Become part of the family by hitting that subscribe button if you want to, okay? And then don't forget about the notification bell so you don't miss a reading or an announcement. And I will see you guys at your next Pick a Card Love reading. Bye, pile one. What's going on, pile two? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We're doing another Pick a Card Love reading. We are tapping in and channeling through your person's true and honest thoughts and feelings towards you at this point in time. This is a reading that I do every week because people's thoughts and feelings, they can change, right? Your person could be in a really funky mood, and that could be affecting, you know, their thoughts and feelings towards you. So just keep that in mind, all right? It's a general reading, so whatever resonates, take it, run with it. If something doesn't resonate, just drop it, leave it behind for whomever it might be resonating for. And I do have personal readings available if you want me to tap exclusively into you and your person's connection. All the booking details are in the description box below. There are a lot of readings available in the specific person category. Many of them are just $25, including the reading that's like this. There's a thoughts and feelings personal reading that you can get just like this one. Maybe not just like it, but you know. Yeah, anyway. Pile two, you guys were drawn to the pink tourmaline in quartz, the rough stone. Let's see, we have it's time to release negativity with the full moon in Scorpio. We also have self-worth. All right. I'm hearing something about your person saying they don't want you to take what's happening between the two of you. I was going to say personally, but they're saying seriously. Don't take it so serious. Don't make it so serious. And yes, don't take it personal either. Let's see. Let's get some more. Pile two's person. Show me your energy towards pile two at this time. Your person might be isolating right now. They could be dealing with depression, and if that is what's going on, pile two, it is affecting, obviously it's impacting your guys' connection, and that's why your person isn't wanting you to take what's happening between the two of you. So I keep hearing seriously. I want to say personally, but they're saying don't take it so seriously. Yeah, and you might be pile two. You might, whatever's going on between you and your person, because I am picking up on someone who is isolating right now, okay? They're not even on social media. They're not even hanging out and just having a good old time with buddies and friends and stuff like that. It's like I am picking up on somebody in heavy isolation, okay? For some of you, it's like you haven't heard from your, I'm hearing the number 3. So you haven't heard from your person in like maybe, 3 days. For some of you, it's been 3 weeks, maybe even 3 months. I'm feeling your person going through something quite heavy, okay? Quite heavy and quite dense, especially with, the full moon in Scorpio here. It's time to release negativity. All right, so we have sunglasses, we got coffee cup, both of those are showing up in the reverse, and then we have talking, which says, interested, conversing more, awaited message arrives, text, call, email, and hovering, and then, but we do still have separation showing up at the back of the deck, okay? If they are talking to people, it's more on it's because it's needed. Like they're talking to people because they have to work, or, you see what I'm saying? But it's not, they're not just, casual. There's nothing casual in the energy that I'm getting from your person. And I'm saying that in a sense of, because there does seem to be a separation between the two of you. It's because they're in isolation, because it feels like they're dealing with some really heavy energies. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see what is going on. For some of you, your person is dealing with some kind of situation or circumstance. Something is rocking your person's world right now. Okay, something is rocking the world. They could be dealing with some financial problems. Some of you, your person may have lost a job or lost a significant source of income. I'm picking up on loss. Okay, death, loss. And it is absolutely rocking your person's world right now. Pile 2's person, your thoughts and feelings towards pile 2 right now, please. Pile 2's person, your honest thoughts and feelings towards pile 2 right now. Oh, okay. I'm gonna get these out, and then we'll see what's going on. Yeah, your person. Okay, yeah. And we have, I'm just having fun here, nothing serious at the back of the deck. Okay, your person is dealing with, there's a third party here, okay? Not necessarily picking up that it is like a romantic third party. It is somebody, though, that has your person's attention. And it may be someone that, for whatever reason, opposes or goes against this connection with you, or gets in the way. Okay, and that might be, yeah, and with it's time to release negativity. I feel like that's why your person is hanging back, because they are dealing with somebody possibly in their day-to-day life where they can't throw you in the mix. That person, for whatever reason, if they know about you, whoever this other person is, it's like they don't have, the third party doesn't have the greatest things to say about you. Okay, so here's what we have out on the board. We have, there's someone else. We also have talking shit about you. Your heart is safe with me. I'm feeling on top of the world. It was the right thing to do. Someone else has my attention. Your connection is being heavily impacted by some kind of a third party dynamic here. The fact that your person says that your heart is safe with them, this is letting you know that the person that, the talking shit about you energy is not necessarily coming from your person, it's coming from the third party, okay? And it doesn't necessarily mean, I'm not saying that I pick up where they're getting together and they're having just like, gossip sessions about you. It doesn't feel like that, but the fact that we do have it was the right thing to do, showing up underneath, talking shit about you. And then we do have separation at the bottom of the deck. This is your person's way of keeping distance between you and the third party, so that you and the third party do not clash. Okay. What's going on here? There might be a bit of gaslighting going on. Because I'm not picking up where... Well, I mean, I gotta read, like, okay, so... y'all might know that it is a third party dynamic, and you and the third party, whoever that might be, piled to, there could be a lot of... It could be like a cat fight, right? Because we do have, it's time to release negativity, and we got self-worth here. Let me find out what's going on with self-worth. Oh, they're trying to... Okay, hold on. Who's the someone else? Tell me more about the someone else. Like I said, I have another card in this deck that talks about someone else has my heart, but that's not what came out. We have someone else has my attention. What is this? This feels like somebody, possibly a masculine energy, that your person, that this someone else is talking about. Okay. The scenario that I'm picking up on is your person may have gotten back in touch, or they might be trying to like rekindle something with like a masculine energy in their life. Could be a father figure, maybe like a brother, or maybe somebody that they have lost contact with, or they're trying to maybe reestablish some kind of a you're trying to reestablish some kind of a relationship with. And that person, whoever that masculine energy is, that third party, your person might feel like that person wouldn't approve of you for some reason, okay? Could be for many reasons. That third party might be, they could be prejudiced, they could be just, overall maybe just like more of a negative person. But there's something about you though, pile two, and this is personal. This is something personal about you that third party might not like. And it could be, like differences, or some differences that the third party wouldn't accept. And I'm picking up whoever this King of Wands person is, which is a third party. That person's opinion matters a lot to your person, pile two. And that might be why your person was coming through earlier saying not to take it so seriously. Because whatever it is that the third party may not like about you, your person doesn't hold that, whatever that is, against you. They don't feel the same way. But, let's see. Tell me about I'm feeling on top of the world. you do make them very happy, okay? Because this is all energy that pertains to you, their thoughts and feelings towards you. And so there's kind of, but I am picking up though, where your person, if they have reunited with somebody, a mentor, a father figure, you know, someone in their family that maybe they've been estranged from or something like that, right? They're happy about that too. And so your person, pile 2, this feels like your person, like loyalty is being divided. And both of you and the third party make your person very happy. Like, you know, if your person has been estranged from somebody in their life, an old friend, an old mentor, you know, a father figure, something like that, they're happy about it. They're happy about being, you know, reunited with that person, or, you know, trying to maybe mend that connection or that relationship. But they are understanding and realizing that it is coming, you know, with a price tag, you know, more than like, you know, a price tag of you, right? I'm not picking up yet though where they're trying to figure out a way to maintain, or, you know, to do both. But with your heart is safe with me, pile 2, this is your person letting you know, whatever prejudices that person might have, the third party, whatever naysaying things they might have to say about you, for whatever reason, your person doesn't harbor the same thing. So, you know, I'm not picking up where there's active, like, talking shit about you sessions going on. What I am picking up on though is if the third party knew certain things about you, maybe, you know, cultural differences, spiritual differences, political differences, even, you know, maybe some of the things that you're into, or, you know, it's like that third party would talk shit about you if they knew about those things, right? But your person is wanting you to know that they don't hold the same, you know, they don't hold the same beliefs or the same convictions that the third party has. Tell me more about it was the right thing to do. For some of you, there's someone else, has to do with your person maybe having stepped in and taking care of maybe like an ailing, like parent or grandparent or family member or friend or something. Like they stepped in to be like a caregiver for somebody whose health is failing. And that's where they're spending a lot of their time, but they're having to sacrifice some things in the interim because of that. Ooh, okay. Let's see what that's about. Tell me more about it was the right thing to do. Clarify the 9 of Swords. That was not, so they had to make some kind of a judgment call or a decision when it came to you into the connection. They did not make it lightly, and it actually bothers them very much. They're also saying, you know, they don't want that third party to talk shit to you. They don't like it, you know. It actually bothers your person, whether or not there's something about you that the third party would not approve of, wouldn't like, and it really bothers your person. It would really, wow, something definitely happening with communication. I almost feel a very concerted effort to keep you and whoever that third party is separate, because that third party, you know, especially, and I'm picking up some things too, you know, when people get older or they get sick or, you know, they're not feeling their best, that, you know, filters tend to come down. And it could also be dementia, right? Your person being very afraid of what, like if they were to bring you around while they are dealing with this third party, that largely feels non-romantic, okay? That you would be subject to being judged just for, you know, what you look like, what you believe in, the color of your skin, and that really bothers your person. They don't want to subject you to that. Okay, it is something that they have active worries and anxieties about, which is why for a lot of you, your person's not bringing you around because they don't want you to have to put up with that. Okay, separating you from whoever that third party is, and it was not a decision that they made lightly. In fact, it pains them to a very deep degree. Tell me about your heart is safe with me. I am going to see what they're talking about, though, with them. Okay. Yeah, they're being very careful with the energy between the two of you at this point in time with the Ace of Wands in the reverse, okay? Tell me about talking shit about you. They don't want what that other person has to say about you to affect you, especially with, self-worth here. They are definitely dealing with something right now. Yeah, definitely dealing with something right now that very much could impact this. Two connections, right? And the two connections cannot cross. I'm not picking up energies, though, where they're juggling. So they may feel like they're sacrificing your connection at this time for another connection. Okay. It doesn't feel, though, like a romantic third party. I'm not picking up, even with talking here in Coffee Cup. There's another card in this deck where it talks about a love call, right? And that's not what comes out. What's coming out is your person being preoccupied with what feels like family duty, okay? That's ultra specific, but for many of you, I do feel like your person is in the middle of trying to either mend or rekindle some kind of an estranged relationship with somebody from their family or a very old friend of theirs or something like that. And for some of you, right, again, we're getting a little bit specific. For some of you tuning in, that person is going through some really bad health problems, and your person stepped in and is kind of helping out in some way. Okay. Talking shit about you. Tell me more about that, and then we'll close your guys' reading. So your person doesn't even want to talk about it. Whatever stuff is being talked about, your person doesn't see it as true, okay? So, yeah, this feels more like prejudiced, whether it's prejudice against, skin color, prejudice against, cultural, religious beliefs, political beliefs, whatever the case may be. It's not your person. Your person's not the one talking stuff about you. Pile 2, it's the third party. Because your person doesn't see whatever stuff is being talked about towards you, or whatever stuff could be talked shit about towards you. They don't see that as true. Okay. All right, pile 2, that was your reading. Thank you so much for hanging out with me again today. If this resonated, take a moment, if you would, smash the like button for me. It's a wonderful way to energetically donate to the channel. Comment below. Let me know that you picked this pile. Let me know how it resonated. If you want to become part of the family, hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you don't miss a reading or an announcement. And I will see you guys at your next Pick a Card Love reading. Bye, pile 2. Hey, pile 3, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Michelle. We're doing another Pick a Card Love reading. We are tapping in and channeling your person's real, honest thoughts and feelings towards you at this point in time. This is a reading that I do once a week. Because people's thoughts and feelings can change. Your person can be in a funk one day, and that funk could have them, really just kind of seeing everything in a very negative light. So just keep that in mind, okay? I do have personal readings available if you want me to tap exclusively into you and your person's connection. Just check the description box below for booking details. There's a lot of readings available in the specific person category. Many of them are just $25, including you can get this reading as a $25 personal reading as well, the thoughts and feelings reading for your specific person or the SP. Okay. Yeah, so just keep in mind it's general. Whatever resonates, take it, run with it. If something isn't resonating, just drop it, leave it behind for whomever it might be resonating for. All right, you guys, so pile 3, we're going to get right into it. You guys were drawn to the lemon calcite. Let's see, the overall energy we have, it says a fiery climax approaches. I'm hearing things either are getting interesting or they're about to get interesting with full moon in Aries. And then we have control showing up in the reverse. So this is a good thing. That means that whatever this fiery climax is, right, your person is just kind of going with the flow and letting things happen. But this also is letting me know that it's not a bad fiery climax, because sometimes fiery can be good, it can be bad. So this is letting me know it's good, okay? Let's find out more. Pile 3's person. Their thoughts and feelings towards you right now could be really spicy, but like in a sexual, romantic way, okay? Let's find out. Pile 3's person, your overall thoughts and feelings towards pile 3 at this time. Your person could be in a more submissive energy towards you at this point in time, pile 3. More go with the flow, wanting to see where things take you guys. But the fact that we do have the full moon in Aries here, though, that is a lot of intense passion, fiery energy, okay? For many of you, your person's energy towards you right now, their thoughts and feelings are heavily sexually based, okay? Yeah, we got love. Oh, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, and attraction. Let's get a couple more. We have the butterfly, but it kind of did a little weird, kind of an acrobatic phase. Okay, so it says relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child, and growth. Let's get one more. Okay, and we got paradise showing up at the back of the deck. Runner says runner in a codependent relationship. Fear of intimacy and listening to ego. Yeah, that's why we have control showing up in the reverse, because your person may be prone to avoidance, okay? If you're familiar with attachment styles, your person more than likely is more on the avoidant side of that spectrum, okay? But overall, the energy here is really good, actually. No hate to the other two piles, but a lot better than the energy that the other two piles person was in towards them and towards the connection. Let's find out. We'll do just a little tiny bit of digging to see what's underneath this runner and this control in the reverse. Tell me about this energy here, the runner and the control in the reverse. Actually, yeah, okay. Your person might be prone to, because we got the Knight of Cups in the reverse, prone to living this connection primarily out maybe in their head, okay, in fantasy land. That might be why control is in the reverse. Let's find out. Pile 3's person, your honest, true thoughts and feelings towards pile 3 at this time. Because we do have a little bit of a hiccup energy in here. The overall energy is really good. Like your person's thoughts and feelings towards you, pile 3, is so good, okay? We do have a little bit of a hiccup, though, with this runner energy. So let's find out. That could also be control, affecting the control. That's giving me they're running with it, though. with the fiery climax approaches, it's like they're running with it. But some of you, pile 3, your person might be prone to a lot of like fantasy and escapism. Okay, pile 3's person, your true honest thoughts and feelings towards pile 3 at this point in time. I'm gonna get 6 of these cards out and then we'll get to reading. No, that's too many. Your true honest thoughts and feelings towards pile 3 at this point in time. Oh, okay. Hold on. I see the hiccup. I see the hiccup. Okay. Yeah. Oh, crap. At the bottom of the deck, we have love triangle, you, me, and a third party. Okay. Bottom of the deck energy, though, you guys, so it's not the strongest of energies. And so that can mean several different things. If there is a third party involved, whoever that third party is doesn't necessarily, well, it does say love triangle, but it's not the strongest of energies. And so the third party may not have too much of an impact on this connection, because we do have here with your person saying I'm living single. Okay. This feels like your person running away from commitment. That's what this feels like. Your person coming through energetically, letting you know that, you know, they do feel very good in this connection with you. Okay, let me keep going. We also have always checking your social media. We also have no regrets, and then your person in the energy towards you of my heart belongs to you. Okay, they're saying that their heart belongs to you, pile 3, and there's some stuff getting in the way. It largely feels like a fear of intimacy, all right? Listening to ego, being the runner in a codependent relationship, regardless of whether or not you're codependent, right? Your person could just be very fearful of commitment, very fearful of letting you get too close. The fact that we do have love and butterfly, but the person, like, they're running away from that. You know, the energy is already there, but it's like they're keeping it at arm's length. Okay, that's the hiccup. And so your person is using time, they're using distance, possibly even third parties. Again, if there are third parties present, it's almost like your person is using time and distance and third parties as ways to keep you from getting too close to them, keep them from getting too close to you, all right? So we have sticking up for you and hyping you up to others. We also have I was being selfish and living single up there. Your person has your back. They want you to know that, okay, for whatever reason. Let's see what's going on here. First, I want to see what's the fiery climax. Tell me about the fiery climax approaches. Oh, there's the King of Wands. Yeah, Aries energy, fire energy, all right. Aries, Leo, Sag, but Aries is coming through heavily. This is letting me know your person, you know, is going to take some kind of action in your direction, okay? Possibly very soon. But yeah, it's been suspended with and that's Pisces energy again. I was picking up on Pisces energy earlier with the Knight of Cups in the reverse. I'm also seeing the number 4, which is the Emperor. They're running away from that energy, though. Your person is running right now from this connection, pile 3. Is there something going on? Because this is kind of like a collective energy I'm picking up on, but your people, you know, they're running away in different ways, okay? This is your person specifically running away from this connection because this connection, the bond that you guys have, has it's got the makings of something serious, something substantial, you know. And your person kind of being in, at least at this point in time, being in, man, my words are leaving me today. They're a runner. Your person's a runner. They're just not comfortable in spaces where things get too real, okay, get too intimate. And I'm not talking about sexual, I'm talking about emotionally and mentally intimate. The kind of intimacy that comes with spending every single day together, building a relationship, getting to know the ins and outs of one another. They're not for that right now, okay? That actually scares them. Which is, it's frustrating. I can feel your guys' frustration coming through. Your person may be physically disconnected from you. They may not be reaching out to you, you know, with 3D communication, but they are they are staying connected to you though by way of like social media, right? Looking at your pictures, keeping up on what you're doing, you know, through different social media platforms. For those of you that have it, tell me more about no regrets. Sorry, you guys. I forgot to take my allergy meds this morning. No regrets, no regrets. Tell me about no regrets. I'm hearing them say there's nowhere else they would rather be, though, because I am seeing this card where it says my heart belongs to you. So their heart isn't with anyone else, even if there are third parties involved. Again, if there are third parties involved, your person is using third parties as a way to maintain emotional distance, mental distance between the two of you, okay? Because they are in this runner energy currently. You make them so happy, pile 3, and that's a red flag to them, okay? Tell me about no regrets. What are we not regretting here, pile 3's person? Oh, yeah. They got their defenses up, okay? Because, yeah, something about this connection, something about you and this connection, getting too close to them scares them. So they don't feel bad for anything that they're doing, okay? They're being very, and they're saying that, like, you know, this is coming up underneath I'm being selfish. I feel like this is in the present tense. I'm being selfish right now. And they don't have any regrets about that. And they don't have any regrets about holding you in this connection at arm's length. It very much is a self-preservation thing with them, okay? They just... they feel comfortable in being detached. Now, this is not them saying they want to let you go, okay? Because I do feel like there's a lot of energy going towards you and towards this connection, but a lot of it is mental. A lot of it is like in fantasy, because your person is able to control the your person's able to control the fantasy. They're not able to control real life. Like, they can control in their head their fantasy version of you. They can't control like the real you, right? Tell me about I'm being selfish. They're not moving on. That's not what this is, they're saying. And they might be, you know, this isn't necessarily the card of breadcrumbing, but they might be doing things in a way that they know is keeping you from moving on, okay? They're also being selfish in terms of staying stuck, keeping this connection stuck where it's at. They're doing it for selfish motivations and for selfish reasons, okay? Let's see. All right, tell me about sticking up for you and hyping you up to others being clarified by the Five of Swords in the reverse. I'm not sure. You guys might, you know, you guys are probably going to know what this is. If there is discourse between, or discord, I should say, between you and maybe a third party. Maybe you already know that there's like third parties involved. If there's any reason for you to suspect that people in their life might be talking stuff about you, or maybe that's something that you're worried about, your person's letting you know, pile 3, that's, they're not letting that happen. They actually stick up for you, okay? For the purposes of keeping peace. But this isn't cutthroat though, and so yeah, your person has your back, but it's not one of those energies where it's like, you know, they're going to end connections over what somebody might be saying bad about you. It's not quite there, okay? Your person is putting themselves first. But, you know, in the interim, if there is anything being said about you behind your back, you know, your person doesn't have a hard time disagreeing with what someone might be saying about you, okay? But it isn't going to be something where your person is just like going to cut somebody off because of what they might be saying about you. Is there anything to add about living single? Oh, yeah. Wow, we got the King of Wands in the reverse showing up with the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Man, your person is not... The only energy they're matching right now, like if, you know, they're not matching the energy in this connection unless it's going to be the energy that you are not, like, you're not talking to them, you're not putting hardly any energy into the connection. That's the energy they're matching, right? That's wild with the King of Wands coming up in the reverse with the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Your person's running like this. The connection here has, right? It's you guys have a lot of fire and chemistry together. There's the makings of what could be a perfect match, but your person is not about that life, pile 3. I'm sorry to have, and you might know that. Your person, for whatever reason, especially if they're in this runner energy and they have fear of intimacy and you know, ego issues and stuff like that, they're just at this point in time, they're not about that life. They're not about, you know, building something together. They're just not about it. They're not looking for their perfect match, and they're not looking to build with their perfect match. For a lot of you, your person is just looking to have fun, looking to stay selfish, right? Going through life with no regrets, and it's easier to go through life with no regrets when you're not emotionally and mentally intimately attached to somebody. Tell me about always checking your social media. You do have their heart though, pile 3. Okay, it says right here on the board. But they're not surrendering to this connection. They're not surrendering to the passion. They're not surrendering to any of it at this point in time. Tell me about always checking your social media. Yeah, that's their way. So they keep the connection alive with you, pile 3, by way of your social media. That's how they stay in contact with you, connected to you. It just feels safer for them that way, especially if they're a textbook avoidant, okay? Let's go ahead and see what is said here about my heart belongs to you. Now, I did see the Ace of Wands in the reverse, okay? So that's, you know, I'm keeping it real and honest, you guys. Your person is saying my heart belongs to you, but not necessarily, you know, my wand or their taco, right? Like their P or their D. Like it doesn't, that part doesn't strictly belong to you. I'm just keeping it real. It didn't, I saw it, but it didn't actually come out. Let's see. Again, you know, they're, For some of you with the third, there is going to be some kind of a third party dynamic here. Again, it's showing up at the back of the deck though, so it's not the strongest of energies, meaning the third party doesn't have, it's not the third party that itself. It's not the person because that person is like so much better than you, prettier than you, and more, none of that. The third party is only a factor for those of you, where this applies. It's only a factor because that's just another way that your person is able to keep themselves emotionally distanced from you. Okay. Just like your person uses time and distance, they're using third parties as a way to not let themselves get too close to you, because that is, indicative of somebody with an insecure attachment style. Oh yeah, and if they've walked away, and they're saying the reason why they can't leave this connection, the reason why they can't leave you alone for too long, okay, the reason why they keep coming back and returning to you into this connection is because you do have their heart. Their heart it does belong to you, okay? That's what you have over any third party that they might be engaging with right now. That third party might have their attention for a minute or even for a brief season. You have your person's heart. That's why they keep coming back to you, okay? Pile 3, that was, oh, look at the back of the deck too. We got the Queen of Wands. You are their perfect match. You're their perfect match in every way. And that's funny because we had the King of Wands showing up in the upright position, talking about them always checking your social media. That's the only way they feel comfortable aligning themselves to the connection. It's through fantasy, okay? Through projection. They don't feel comfortable living this connection out in real life yet. All right, pile 3, that was your reading. Thank you so much for hanging out with me again today. If it resonated, take a moment, if you would, smash the like button for me. It's a wonderful way to energetically donate to the channel. Comment below. Let me know that you picked this pile. Let me know how it resonated. Hit the subscribe button to become part of the family if you want to, and then don't forget about the notification bell so you don't miss a reading or an announcement. And I will see you guys at your next Pick a Card Love reading. Bye, pile 3.